Hello, bestie. It's Sue Coco, your divine oracle. How are you? I hope you're doing so well. Let's jump right in. Let's call in the angels, the deities, all that dwell in the light. And I'm going to be pulling, I think, 2 cards. Ooh, my bells are jingling. I'm going to be pulling 2 cards from these animal spirit cards to see what wants to come forward. They're like little cards, but big meaning in here. All right, I hope you're all doing so well. I did get an energy before I started this reading of like warmth, of heat. I'm getting something of just like maybe like you're feeling you're in hot water or you're physically warm. Let that be a confirmation. There's an energy here of heat, hot, especially warm in your face. So there could be an energy of like embarrassment or like maybe you're feeling triggered by somebody, triggered by some people. I was getting a message about that earlier. And if you are experiencing people that are triggering, you know how like sometimes in your life, there's certain people that just like piss you off. And you could be a calm person, but they're just that one person. They just know how to get under your skin. I was receiving a message earlier about that. It's like, I just feel like they're such people with like such a negative aura that like like negative entities surround those people. And when they come into your energy, it's almost as if they're like, it's a spiritual attack on you. And their negative entities are trying to latch onto you, which is why you get caught up and like so like out of sorts. And you're like, where did this emotion come from? It's almost as like a very like minimal sense, but of like a spiritual possession or some sort of spiritual attack on you. And I want you to take that energy and like the next time you feel yourself out of your energy, you're like, why am I so angry? If you are realizing that, allow that thought to enter your head where it's like, okay, it's a spirit of anger, malice, rage, and okay, it snaps you right out of it. It's like, I see you and it like vanishes, right? It's like the light of God banishes the negativity. So take that as you will. But that's how I've been dealing with that, especially with people who just like, I'm like, why do you trigger me so much? Well, it's you. You're demonic. Okay. I feel like one card. Okay. So we are getting the energy of the black bear. The black bear is so in tune and in sync with the like cycles of nature. The black bear, it's all about being in sync with the cycles of nature, the cycles of the moon. The black bear knows when it is time to hibernate. It knows when it's time to prepare to hibernate, get ready, fatten up, and when it's time to enjoy the summer harvest or the summer and like the spring when it wakes up. It is so in tune with the natural rhythm and the order of the world, of the earth, of its environment, of the natural cycles in its life. And you're being called right now to see the cycles at play in your life. And I'm really picking up an energy of there's a change occurring within the cycles of your life. There's an energy I'm really picking up, upgrade happening, and you're gonna be able to kind of see things from a different perspective. Again, relating back to the energy of like, sometimes people may have like a, you know what I mean? Like changing the way you perceive like an argument could actually change the way it plays out, the way you feel about it. You know how sometimes you have an argument and you like leave feeling like you lost, and you think about it all day and it kind of ruins your whole day? There's an energy here of like you're no longer giving into that. There are way more important things for you to focus on and to put your attention to. That's coming through very strongly. Death and the Fool. You're embarking, and this is major. You're embarking on a new journey. You're letting go of what doesn't serve you. There are other things being taken away. I'm sorry. I'm laughing right now because there was like a meme I saw, and it's like, you know, there's a meme of like somebody, okay, it's like somebody passes away and then death comes and it's like, was I good? And death was like, you're the best. It's like, I think there's like a meme with like a dog, and then somebody made a meme and it was like for like an internet browser, and it's like death, was I a good internet browser? And death was like, I don't know who you are. And like they go into the sunset. Like I felt that in my soul. Who are you? Like, death, was I good? Did I live a good life? Death is like, I don't know who you are. Like, oh my god, it just made me laugh. Okay. Completely unrelated. Maybe you'll see that meme. Okay, Three of Wands. Your horizons are expanding, and the Empress. Your horizons are expanding, and it's simply because you are putting on your crown. You are ascending the throne. There's been a lot of mental shifts. There's been a journey that you have undergone and went through. And there's an element here of you actually moving, or something about you moving. You going and expanding your horizons. That actually could be physically moving, or it could be an expansion, however that relates to you. Internally, maybe in your career or work, but there's this energy of expansion. Ooh, Seven of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. Seven of Wands and Six of Pentacles. Very different energy. With the Seven of Wands, it's, fighting for your position, or there's an energy of being elevated, of others seeing you standing in your light. And it's like, it's something that has been given to you, or something you've given yourself. There is an energy of elevation, and like, honestly, what I'm really picking up on is like the at the Oscars. Like, if you're invited to the Oscars, you get your swag bag of all this free stuff. But even what happened recently at Coachella, if you're like an influencer, if you're a celebrity, they have like gifting stations, and some people don't even go to Coachella. They stay in a hotel and then they go to the gifting stations to get all the free stuff and then leave. That's totally what I would do. I'm not a concert person. And not only that, I'm like a night person, like being out in the sun for like a long time. Oh my god. I'm like more I'm like a lizard. But like, girl, crowds, not me. Anyways, but there's an energy here of like you getting an elevation in status, and it's finally like you go to a restaurant and it's like, oh, they're so happy to have you, it's paid for. There's an energy, that is the energy that's coming forward. All right, let's jump right into the reading and, see what we see what's here, see what's happening, see what's going on. All right. All right. So we're going to jump right in. The Eight of Swords. What does this look like in a regular reading? Eight of Swords is feeling trapped, surrounded on all sides. So I'm going to also pull another card for that. Ooh, I'm getting two cards. Okay. So you're getting the Eight of Swords, Death, and the Five of Swords. Let me show you. Anybody play Neopets as a kid? Death and the Five of Swords. I don't have to worry about nudity in these cards. That's like why I love this deck. Also, okay. Anyways, we're moving right along. You're exiting a situation you felt trapped in. You are leaving behind scenarios and situations, people, environments, a job, a relationship that was a dead end, trapped. And it just felt as if like the people around you were unhappy and you're like, well, I can't make you happy. There's a revelation. It's like you have embraced that you are in a transformative cycle. And the resonance here is this may not be completely like brand new. This may be something that has happened. Like, I'm hearing the number 8. 8 months, 8 weeks ago, 8 hours ago, 8 years ago. This is something you're healing from. It's a vast energy. Like, I would say even look at from 8 months back, 8 years back, 8 whatever days back, 8 weeks back. But that's what's coming forward for me, the Five of Swords. And it just feels as if there's an energy of conflict here. And like you're constantly, I'm just hearing the word like needle, like being needled. It's like there was no satisfying the people that you were around. There was no satisfying the situation. And you realized that, and it was like, well, I can't change them. I can't do anything for them. It's like, you can't change people who don't want to change. And you come to the realization that, like, I've got to protect my own mental health, my mental clarity. I've got to, I got to do for me, because you got to do for you. But, like, I can't, it's almost as if I'm seeing you swimming in the ocean and you're chained down, and you're just like, okay, and you just are like, why am I, like, you're holding the chains, and you're like, you let go, and finally you can swim and get air. But it's like, you're not gonna bring, like, it was pointless. You're taking the lessons. I want to apologize for saying pointless. It was pointless for you to try to save everybody. You know what I mean? Like, it's the energy of being on a plane and, like, put on your mask before you put on anyone else's. You gotta make sure you're taken care of. You're gonna live before you try to help somebody else. Because it's like, how many times in that scenario they go to put a mask on, especially like on a kid, and it's like, well, their oxygen isn't on and they faint, and then everybody dies. Okay, let's rewind. So, again, the key message here, we're getting the Six of Swords, is you have chosen to move forward. You're choosing to move forward, to leave things behind. I just saw blue skies. It's an energy of a lot of storms, of a lot of heartache, a lot of tension, burden. I'm feeling a lot of weight on my shoulders, of burden, of tension, and it's like not necessarily like it was never your battle, but you were just dragged into it. I'm getting an energy of like quicksand. These things were like these people, these situations, it was like they were just trying to pull you in and keep you in like a negative sort of headspace and a negative sort of state of mind. But it just, it didn't feel right. It didn't sit right with you. Okay. You realized that if you kept down this path, it was no good. There's a realization here that like what am I doing? It's like you gotta face your fears, because it's like, if like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. But at least if you remove yourself from the situation, there's a way out. There is a brighter tomorrow. At least you can make progress doing something else. Whatever this was, it didn't serve you. So it's like you're looking for the clarity and the guidance of like, okay, where is this going? But it's like a sigh of relief that you're ready to move on. And there is something about you're ready to start the new cycle. Like, it's like this thing, you're ready for it to be almost like dead and gone. You're ready for this to be like that chapter to close out. You're getting the death card. You are getting the Ten of Swords, like a chapter being closed. And this is having to do, the Ten of Swords showing up here has to do with like kind of like what has catalyzed you to make this progress. What has catalyzed you on this journey you're on? Where is this all heading? So again, okay, it opens you up. It's like you're emptying your cup so you may receive. It's like, like it's like when you're at the bar and you order a drink and it's really bad, so you tell the bartender and they make you a new drink. Like, it's like that's the energy where it's like very much like, I don't like what I've been served, so I'm gonna clear my plate and get something else. Or like, like there's an energy here of just like realizing that it didn't serve you, it wasn't for your benefit, you weren't appreciated. And so being able to go on that hard journey and just let it go, and like you've cried the tears, you've shed the tears. 14:14 is on the clock. Shed the tears, you've moved on. Like, you moved on, moving on. That's the energy here. But through that moving on, there are new things coming your way. And it's funny because we're going from 8 of Cups to 7 of Cups. So it's like from 8 to 7, but you're not even worried about it. It's like there are so many more options, where before you were getting like with the 8, imagine it's like you got 8 drinks you hated versus you were like, I don't want any of these 8. You walk away from them and then all of a sudden there's a table with 7 completely different drinks. It's like, are you going to be sad about the 8 drinks that you didn't like those 8? Or it's like, hey, you have the opportunity now to try something new, try something different, see what floats your boat. Into the Knight of Pentacles. So this is setting you up to, this is setting you up on a new journey, on a brighter destination. And you felt this. You knew that you were out of balance and that there was something better for you. Oh, sorry, I just hit my funny bone. You knew there was something better for you. This is allowing you to charge like headlong, I don't know what the word is. Charge forward with like a deep knowing that you're on the right path, or at least you're on a path that is your choice. There was an energy of you feeling blocked and you feeling trapped by decisions or by circumstances that maybe you didn't choose for yourself or out of your control. But now you are embarking on a new journey. These are just the baby steps, but you are embarking on a new journey that you can be proud of and that you're like excited to be on. So there is you're heading towards a bright future, and it's like one of a more balanced life. The energy here is of balance. I'm really picking up on something of like work-life balance, but also one of you like knowing when to work, knowing when to play, and it is way more in tune with like who you are. Because I do pick up on something about like there is a mysticism. Sorry, my eyebrows are just itchy. There's a level of mysticism here where it could be like you could be like very psychically in tune, or there's element of like you get good hunches and it's like you never really thought about it, or like there's a psychic ability here. And with you being more in tune with like the compass of your heart, letting your desires, what feels right guide you, you are so much more in tune with where you're like almost always meant to be. There is an energy of like just being in the right direction. You're moving in the right way. It's like the energy that I'm picking up on is it's like you're following like how salmon just know by their internal compass and by starlight where their spawning grounds are. You know where you're being drawn and pulled to, and there is some sort of like magnetism, and it's a very mystical element to it, but you're being guided by that. And the more you lean into your ability to like be guided by the compass of your heart, what resonates, what feels right, what you know works for you, the situations, the people. I always say go where you're celebrated. If you've walked away from situations, from people that did not celebrate you, that downplayed you, and always kind of like minimized you, the number 8 could be important, but I feel like it's more important for the past. Okay, but yeah, I think that's everything. Let's thank the angels and the deities for coming forward. So before I do these readings, I feel like scent is so important, or like for not even just like reading, just like for yourself. And I always like to like wear a nice fragrance when I'm doing these readings. If you want to know what I smell like right now, I'm obsessed with Sabrina Carpenter. She has a new fragrance like Caramel Dream. Oh my god, it smells so good. Anyway, so that's what I sprayed. I always do the back of my hands. I'm like, rub it in for these readings. I'm like, da da da. And it's like, it's so nice when like you catch a whiff of it. But, you know, if you get a chance, get it. And the bottle is so cute. It's a little chocolate bar. Anyways, so unrelated. But I love you so much, bestie. I wish nothing but the best for you. And until next time, mwah, 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 mwah. Bye.